It's time to make a somber, sad announcement that Deputy Joseph Solano passed away this afternoon in spite of valiant efforts from the medical staff here at LCMC. They worked diligently around the clock for the last 2 days trying to do a miracle, but unfortunately that didn't come to pass. But what did come to pass is our understanding of the significance of the loss of Deputy Solano. I'm surrounded by his family here behind me, and I want you to hear from them yourselves. And for myself, this is that moment that I dread, and it happened sooner than I thought. But odds are at some point in time it was going to happen because we're such a large organization. But knowing what transpired, knowing that Deputy Solano did what we can expect every deputy to do, he confronted a threat, not knowing what it was, and in a split second he lost his life. And that's what it is in law enforcement. On a good day, we can do heroic things and save lives and avoid death, and other times something is as innocent as going to a fast food restaurant could be end of the watch for our hero, Deputy Solano. And I didn't know him personally, but in the hallway in front of his ICU room, I could see the tears from each one of his co-workers in each one of his assignments. They were all lining the hallways, and I could feel their loss. And that's my loss. That's the loss of everyone. And I just want to take this time to thank everyone who did everything possible to save his life, from the first responders out there in the field, Alhambra police, our fire, paramedics, our rescue people, the transport company, the emergency doctors here at the hospital, the ICU staff, everyone that did everything they could to make it happen. And unfortunately it didn't. But in his passing, it also gives us hope that heroes are never forgotten. So with this, I'd like to introduce Matthew, which is Deputy Solano's son.
Thank you to everyone that has had my dad in their prayers. Fortunately, we have lost him. And he was a really good dad. So I just want to thank all the law enforcement agencies that have been a part of this. And thank you to everyone that has had him in his prayers. Continue to pray for him and my family, please. And thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Juliana, and Joseph Gilbert Solano was my longtime boyfriend. I wrote a few words out that I would like to say to you all. On behalf of Joseph Gilbert Solano and the entire Solano family, we would like to thank everyone that supported us during this senseless tragedy, especially the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department for their brotherhood and solidarity during this trying time and with apprehending the perpetrator. Every participating law enforcement agency for the outpouring of support, every doctor, nurse, paramedics, first responders, the gentleman at Jack in the Box in Alhambra who called 911 when he saw this senseless act occur, and every member of the community that sent prayers our way. There are so many people that were supporting us. Words cannot explain the gratitude we have felt during this trying time. Thank you all, although the outcome was not what we wished it to be. We have solace knowing that he is in a better place now. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Jessica, and Joseph Gilbert Solano was my stepfather. He has been in my life for over 11 years. And not only did I lose a father figure, but a best friend. But I would like to thank everybody who has supported us, sent us prayers, and the whole entire law enforcement. Everyone has been more than supportive and helped us with whatever we needed. All I ask is just don't forget about him. He was a hardworking man and was loved by many. And he would want us to continue his legacy and never forget him. And just thank you. Thank everybody.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Click the ABC7 logo to subscribe to our Eyewitness News YouTube channel.